Vote for your favorite Vancouver attraction and get a prize. Hi, would you like to vote and get a prize? Vancouver needs your vote. 如果来温哥华只能选一个景点玩，该去哪一个呢？温哥华的旅游旺季又到了，那查询各大的旅游网站，景点五花八门，多到看不完，实在不知道从何下手。而且如果预算有限、时间又少的情况下，该去哪个景点才能够在回家的时候很骄傲的跟家人朋友说出 Yes， 我去过温哥华。如果今天有一个人在这边说，你一定要去这里，你一定就会觉得说，OK， 可以考虑，就会半信半疑，对吧？因为每个人心目中喜爱的景点都很主观嘛，你不一定喜欢去，怕去了就会踩到雷，很失望。但是如果一大堆的人都对你说要去哪里哪里的时候，听起来是不是可信度就比较高了呢？没错，所以今天飞妈我要帮大家问一大堆的人，我打算在温哥华的街头问路人，哪一个是最必须要去的景点？没有去就等于没来过温哥华，以及哪一个可以不用浪费宝贵的时间去。所以我列出了8个让路人来投票 No.1 和最雷的景点。为什么选8个呢？因为是 lucky number。希望借由一大堆的路人票选出最赞景点和最雷景点之后，看影片的你们就能够省去不知道该去哪里而跟自己内心天人交战的时间，为自己安排一个快很准的旅游行程。而说到快很准，就不能不提到出国旅行上网的好伙伴 Airalo eSIM 上网卡。在国外，如果手机没有网络，好不方便，只能到处找 WiFi。这时候，如果透过 Airalo 购买需要的网络流量，在国外就能随时随地连上网，轻松使用 Google Map 或者查询餐厅评价，真的是又快又狠又准啊！快，因为短短几分钟就能安装完毕；狠，只是2杯咖啡的钱，狠狠打趴贵生生的漫游费；准，全球超过1000多万个用户。跟着大家一起用，准没错。只要手机下载 Airalo App， 依照指示安装 eSIM 到手机里，一到当地就能立即连上电信业者提供的网路，涵盖200多个国家。Airalo 提供了适合每个人的方案需求。像我去美国或者是墨西哥旅行，就是用 Airalo eSIM 的上网卡，只付了几杯咖啡的钱，就足够我用来找路或者叫 Uber， 或者回烂给担忧的亲友，让他们知道我一个人在墨西哥没有被绑架。使用 Airalo 从此不再需要寻找当地的 SIM 卡，不再需要携带笨重的 WiFi 分享机，也不需要一直换电话号码，随时随地都能够连线，畅行无阻。现在 Airalo 有限时优惠折扣，新客户和旧客户都能够享有好康折扣，链接就放在底下的资讯栏。就让我们一起来享受快很准的上网体验吧。OK， 现在太阳好晒啊。温哥华的景点很多，现在就来讲讲为什么我会选择这8个来让路人投票。有了快很准的网路，就也要有快很准的旅游景点介绍。世界知名水族馆，健行骑车不要懒，艺术味道闻闻看，上彩虹船海狮看，长长吊桥溪谷间，天空道路腾上天，美丽湖水壮丽山，欧风小镇有钱欢，缆车上山看美景，还有吊桥走到底，蒸汽中的所在地，复古街道真美丽，遛小孩的好所在，海湾散步人人爱，看山看海看游轮，4D 娱乐好绝伦。以上就是快很准的景点解说。那我准备了贴纸让路人贴，红色代表雷景点，绿色代表必去的景点。那因为买不到单一颜色的贴纸，所以会有其他的颜色。那为了顺利让路人愿意投票，我这次还是有准备了一点小礼物，就是糖果。来投票就给糖哦。那里面其中有一个是 Coffee Crisp， 是咖啡口味的巧克力，只有在加拿大才能买到。我个人很推荐这一个，因为我觉得蛮好吃的。那如果来温哥华旅游，回国的时候不要忘了带这个当伴手礼哦。好，希望能够顺利。开始。Cast a vote and get a prize. Cast a vote, get a prize. Anyone? There's a prize. Hi, would you like to vote and get a prize? Vote for your favorite Vancouver attraction? There's a little prize? No? Maybe later. Later? It's only like 30 seconds. Thanks. 大家都不理我。Vote for your favorite Vancouver attraction and get a prize. Yeah. Say if you only have one day and you can only visit one Vancouver attraction, which one would that be?
Miracle Island.
And why is that?
It's just very close to where I live. Family park, nice to have a walk.
Pick the red sticker and choose the one that you like the least.
Capilano?
Why don't you like Capilano,
Too many
please?
people in there.
You want to take a prize?
Sure.
Yeah, there's chocolate.
Yeah.
And I need a sticker back.
There you go.
Whistler. Honestly, such a nice experience. Like the village and everything, it's so nice.
Least favorite.
Jazztown. For girls, it's not super safe when you walk around. If you're with someone else, it's worth it.
Grandma Island.
Have
a lot of nice places around there. Have fun. I'm scared of heights.
Stanley Park because it's very scenic, very expensive to go to Whistler.
Too tacky?
Got lots of things to do. I love doing the seawall, and it's great. Unless you're a skier, and I'm not.
100% Granville Island. It's our favorite date spot. There's nothing really appealing there for me.
Stanley Park is my favorite. Science World. It was built in 1986. It's a really doing great.
Why do you like Science World?
It's fun.
It's fun. Vancouver attraction needs your attention. It'll only cost you 10 seconds. 10 seconds for one chocolate. 啊，街头叫卖不容易啊。
Yes, so beautiful. When you go nighttime, or the lights off.
Gastown.
I will take over.
I gotta count the votes.
I'm afraid of heights.
And you probably don't like Capilano Bridge.
I love
That one
heights.
was okay.
I
I enjoyed it.
I don't like the
The bridge is pretty cool. It's a bridge.
I hate Granville.
Really?
I absolutely hate Granville.
You just ruined this one.
No, I'm trying to.
No, I'm joking.
I can't have fun there. I don't know what's there.
Science World's a little overrated.
Oh, is that your friend too? Would your friend like to vote? Vancouver needs your voice. Come on.
Gastown. Like I like the skiing, but like it's just so overpriced. Stanley Park, Gastown.
There's a steam park
I
there.
read it's like electric. TV is just for tourists.
It looks special. There's really not much stuff going on there.
I haven't been to too many of these, and that's one I've been to. So
Which other one would you want to go if you have the chance?
I think we're gonna go here later today.
See how many green
Yeah,
balls you got?
yeah. Kind of help me decide. I'm afraid of heights.
That's fair enough. OK， 我现在呢，与其站在那边等人家来上网，我不如自己主动去出击。You like Stanley Park?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the view.
There's so many things you can do all season.
Finally, it's got one positive vote.
I'm from Europe. I haven't seen such a piece of nature in Europe.
Green.
Ah, it's okay. You like Stanley Park? Whistler.
I'll go Canada Place.
I'm not a fan of riding on a boat. Whistler, for sure.
Okay, Whistler. Neighborhood is not that great.
Now the hard part.
No, this is
Not so hard.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, so much hate.
What does yellow mean?
A kid just want to put it on. Because you're not a kid.
It's not worth the effort.
吐槽了，我要先吃东西了。在温哥华很久了，这个餐车非常的棒，我要来点他们家的。好，拿到我的餐点了，我买的是一个 chicken wrap。还是一样好吃啊！大威玛的鸡肉里面还有薯条，它这个酱调的真的是刚刚好。我是让它加一点小辣，可是其实没有真的尝到什么辣，应该是小朋友都可以接受的那种，真的很好吃。然后还有 hummus， 我很喜欢的，他们的鹰嘴豆泥，可以看得到一点薯条的，不知道镜头看不看得出来啊？这个家的餐车在温哥华，经过了疫情之后，他们还在。很感激，他们没有不见，一直屹立不摇，而且味道都还是很好吃。我觉得如果你们来温哥华市中心的话，可以点他们的这道。他们是有2家的据点，一家就是在 Robson 这个闹区上面，然后另外一个应该就是在 Burrard Station 的一个 Skytrain 的路口那边，很赞。我觉得早上这样子拉票，拉票比我想象的顺利很多。所以等一下吃完之后呢，还要再继续拉票。看能不能把我所有的贴纸呢，全部都给光，全部都让他们投票完，到时候就可以来公布得票最多的最赞景点，还有最雷景点。好，吃饱喝足了，接下来就再继续叫卖去。
Granville Island. Just overpriced. When you could go to Lynn Valley.
For free.
Exactly.
Whistler, I go there all the time. Yeah, no.
This morning, I
Just went there?
yeah.
Oh, you do sketches?
Yeah. Small ferry ride. 1 Qingcheng. Okay. Steam.
Canada Place.
There's a flyover Canada.
Oh, I've been there. It was fun.
It was fun.
Quite expensive.
We're actually visiting, so we don't know yet.
Which one would you want to go first?
Stanley Park.
Why did you pick Canada Place?
I have no idea.
I mean, I'll just say it looks like that. I don't know. I gotta fix something.
You don't like Science World?
It's lots of fancy shops, but also lots of unhoused people. It's not very clean.
But have you seen the steam clock there?
I have.
And what do you think of it? It's okay.
Whatever.
Can I take a picture of that?
Oh, yes.
Everyone hates Canada Place. It looks like a lot of people agree with me.
How close it is to the city.
It's way overpriced. It's always busy.
Most of them are melted, but you can...
Smart. Stay away.
Smart. Oh, thank you.
You need the energy. Can I take a photo of this?
Capilano, nature. Science.
One also.
Oh.
It's too far.
You can go to Canada Place because you're right here on Canada Place.
Super expensive and because it's not Vancouver.
Too much Italians right now.
Is that why you don't like Canada Place?
I guess.
好，所以呢，现在总算是把所有的贴纸都投票出去了，巧克力其实也大部分都发出去了，还剩下最后一些，只是我不好意思再把那些发出去，因为都融化了。但是没关系呢，至少投票的目的达成了，没有到100个，有超过50几个耶，可能70、80个，所以等一下来数看就知道。我觉得这中间过程其实还蛮好玩的，一半的人都愿意接受我，就是让他们来投票。在叫卖的时候，其实看到还蛮多人就是看我在干嘛，就我有点避之唯恐而不及呀。但是大部分人其实都还蛮友善的。所以呢，这是很成功，真的很感谢那些路人。那我们现在呢，就来公布我们的投票的结果。所以总结以上的结果，在温哥华路人的心目中 ，No.1 的景点就是 Stanley Park。众望所归啊，完全没有最雷的票。亲绿这个，为什么这里会有一个黄的？有一个小朋友他喜欢黄色的。You like Stanley Park？ 所以也算他一票。而在温哥华人的心目中，最雷的景点就是 Castle， 27票的高分，成为了温哥华最雷景点的冠军。其实这样一路投下来，有点超出我的预期。我当初想的，大家可能的最雷景点跟 No.1 景点都不是我当初预想的那样。那我等一下跟你们说为什么。首先Stanley Park。所有人都一致的叫好，可以理解。我现在在的地方就算是 Stanley Park 的外围，如果镜头能看到河的对面的话，那个就是 Stanley Park。基本上整个风景，整个环绕 Stanley Park 区就是非常的漂亮，非常好。里面其实也有很多的景点，不管是有水族馆啊，或者是一些印第安人图腾，走它那个环岛的地方，整个 view 都很棒，就可以健走。里面也可以游泳，然后也是可以有脚踏车可以骑，有很多东西可以看可以做。
So beautiful, and there's a nice bike route.
Really nice scenery, very like calming. There's so much you can do, like biking, walking, and there's so much to see. And it's always beautiful there. It doesn't matter what time of the year, like summer, fall, winter.
It's a gigantic park inside the city, so
这就是为什么它现在是 No.1 景点的冠军。Granville Island 大部分也都是好评的，这个是在预料之中。不喜欢 Granville Island 的人呢，他们就说那边没什么。
Always just the same store.
其实很多东西可以逛的，所以我不知道他们是为什么会不喜欢。但其实大部分人都是喜欢 Granville Island 的，那边可以坐船啊，那边也有很多好吃的东西啊，有传统市场。如果是有带小朋友的家庭的话，也是很适合去那边，因为那边有一个很大的 Kids Market， 可以在那边玩一整天。然后那边有个很漂亮的湖啊，还有柳树，类似柳树的东西，那个造景也都是很不错。重要的是，也是有很多文艺气息的、很可爱的一些小店，也都可以逛。
All the cute shops, all the cute stores, and I worked there for a little while too.
Oh, okay.
I like the sea.
There's lots to do.
Lots to do.
Fun crowd.
You get to take the aqua bus, which is fun.
These donuts is really good. It was like the best donuts ever.
Try the papa.
From the market, right?
Just central, and there's a lot to do. It's fun for whether you're older. So like I'm an adult, I like going there, but I remember loving going there when I was a kid too. It's a family-oriented place.
Best Attraction 第2名，当之无愧啊，得到18票。这个有点出乎我意料。这里真的是很漂亮，但是不喜欢的人呢，一部分的人是说巨高，另外一部分人就是觉得那边除了这个桥之外就没什么了。但是大部分几乎所有人都觉得那边有点 overpricing。
It's beautiful, but it's
like
way overpriced.
Really expensive. We were expecting something else.
More with the price you pay.
Yeah.
compared to Grouse Mountain, you can't spend much time at the suspension bridge, but Grouse you can spend all day and there's a lot of entertainment.
I wouldn't pay to do a suspension bridge, and there's a lot of tourists. So as a local, that's not somewhere I would go to. I would go to everywhere else.
这个我不能否认，虽然那边漂亮，但是消费就是蛮高的。对温哥华本地的人来讲呢，附近的 Lynn Valley CP 值比较高的，它呢其实也是跟 Suspension Bridge 一样，就是也是有很漂亮的地方，也是有一个小的吊桥，重点是免费的。所以啦，有点两极，只是蛮出乎我意料，就是不喜欢它的比喜欢它的多。7票的好。 18票的不好，威斯勒还 OK 啦，12票，7票大部分是因为觉得可能那边远，然后又有点贵。没错，因为那边也是世界知名景点。
It's expensive. There's lots of people.
It's just so far to get to. Like it's so expensive. Most of the restaurants close at 10.
但是那边的风景没话说。
It's very scenic. It's beautiful.
Just like the vibe of the village. It's like it's an interesting atmosphere. There's a lot to eat. There's a lot to do. You've got everything. You've got nature, you got the mountains, fresh air, nice places to stay in.
而且如果你喜欢滑雪的话，滑雪爱好者都一定要去这边的 Sea to Sky， 它也不错，只有得到2票的地雷票，15票都是喜欢它的。
It's the best one to drive on.
I like the view on the top. I love the nature, and when you see like the view when you're going to the gondola,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. 这真的没话说啊，那边就真的很漂亮。好了。Oh, actually， 我写3票，但它其实4票啦，因为之前有一个人把它给贴住了。Gastown， 我忘了要改4票，1票都不能少啊，4票。OK， 除了这4票之外，一面倒的负评。
So crowded.
The clock is overrated. It's a gimmick.
It's a trap.
Used to be good. Like, used to have a lot of shops. Now it's just like empty.
It's beautiful. It's a heritage zone, but it's just unpleasant.
It is safe. It's just like not pleasant. Those people are fine. I mean, just minding their own business, but it's not like that pleasant for you to go and go for a stroll, like, you know.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. But it's just sometimes if you pick the wrong street.
那边的情况是有一点退步，但其实我还是要替他说一下话，就是那边毕竟是温哥华的发源地，它是有它很大的历史的意义在。走在那边，其实可以感受到那边的氛围是还不错，还蛮古典的。
Just the vibes, I think they're really good.
There's also good food here and really nice like cafes and stuff.
走在那边其实算是还挺 OK 的啦，就是你不要走得太超出外面，那个地方就是开始治安会比较不好。但其实 Gastown 本身真的是一个不错的地方，它是有它的魅力在。虽然得到27票，有点超出我的预期。都Science World 的都是小孩。
I went there once and not a good experience.
There's not much for an adult to do in there anymore.
This is for children.
Too much for the kids.
科学版对大人的吸引力，毕竟就是比较普普通通。好可怜哦，他只有1票，你走的负票。
Kind of similar to the rest of downtown.
There's nothing to
Nothing to do there.
Like boring. There's not really any activities except for flyover.
This is like the tourist attraction. Only people from outside of Vancouver, they love it.
这个地方是温哥华连接世界的地方，因为这个是重要的港口嘛，游轮都会来到这边。没错，只有游客才会来。现在就来揭晓我自己心目中的温哥华最赞景点。其实呢，就是这个。我知道，虽然大家都说它价钱有点贵，有点 overpricing， 但是呢，不得不说，温哥华它的一个优势就是说山就有山，说水就有水，就是它的大自然。那除了这个吊桥本身就很有可看性之外，在圣诞节的时候呢，这整个桥就会铺满超多的圣诞灯泡，非常的梦幻。走过这个桥，穿越这个山谷跟溪流，走到这个森林里面之后，又是别有洞天。它里面还有直接可以让你走上树木的树屋设计，树跟树之间呢又有桥梁可以走，就是让你走在天空上，彻底的融入大自然的环境。它的另一边也是有天空步道可以走。大人小孩都很适合。还有很赞的一点就是，对于来温哥华旅行没有开车的朋友们呢，这个点其实离温哥华的市区也不远，也有免费的接驳车，开车过去就大概45到50分钟吧，也没有说算很远。虽然说很多路人都会觉得可能50分钟就算远了。
It's kind of far.
15-minute drive, like it's quite.
但其实来回的话是非常简单容易。虽然说这个是我推荐的一个温哥华 No.1 的景点，但也是我本人频道完全没有拍过的一个景点。之前台湾来的亲友来的时候，我就明示暗示的，就是希望他们能够到这个景点去，因为真的很漂亮。当然他们死也不肯，因为他们怕高。所以很可惜，也许恐高真的是一个过不去的坎。那也许走过一次之后，惧高症也许就不药而愈了呢。所以下次来挑战看看好不好？大不了我背着你走。那像 Stanley Park 的话，如果在以前，我应该就会推它为 No.1 的景点。以前是因为有那个 Orca， 还有像是海豚的表演秀，就像是 San Diego 那个 Sea World 一样，是有那样的表演。还有白金秀。那因为动物保护协会他们的推动之下，这些表演都没了。如果是这8个里面个人最不推的景点的话，可能是 Science World 吧。OK， 如果有小孩，其实也不一定要进去，那附近走路是很好，很舒服，但是也就那样。Gastown， 我是觉得温哥华的发源地，再怎么样就还是要去看一下。虽然说那个蒸汽钟其实不是完全的用蒸汽做出来，一部分都是用电子在运作，还是可以花个半个小时去感受一下那边的氛围。好，那如果你时间不多，但是你又真的想要尽量多看景点、多走走的话，不在乎一天的行程被塞得满的话，那以下呢就是我的不专业的建议。如果你是喜欢自然风光，又喜欢动物，又喜欢一些艺术历史的话， 你可以先在 Stanley Park 的走走，去骑个脚踏车环绕整个 Stanley Park， 那边非常的舒服。然后呢，在水族馆里面待个2、3个小时、3、4个小时之后呢，就可以到 Canada Place， 有4D 的体感体验，叫 Fly Over Canada， 带你去全世界的一些知名的地方，还会给你喷一些雾气什么的。接着就到 Gastown， 因为呢，其实你走下去就会到 Gastown， 其实都是走在一条线上。Gastown 的话，就是去感受一下一些古老街道，感受它的历史，还有最出名的蒸汽钟。那通常这个时候可能就是傍晚或者晚上的时候，你可以在那边吃饭，你也可以就是继续往西北走，反正呢，你就继续往上走，走到 Robson 街，我虽然没有包括在这里面，但其实 Robson 呢不算是一个景区，它就是温哥华市中心的闹街。什么是闹街？就是有吃有喝有逛有得玩的地方。有得玩吗？没有，有吃有喝有逛，就是可以吃吃喝喝大买特买。一整天的行程，我觉得应该这样子就会塞满了吧。那如果你是喜欢兜风，还有看壮丽山河风景的话，首先你就是去 Sea to Sky， 那途中你会经过一个瀑布休息区，然后到 Sea to Sky 上面看到缆车，然后走这个吊桥，也在那边上面很有可能会花你个3个小时、4个小时。之后你就开车继续到 Whistler， 在那边晃过一整个傍晚跟晚上。那如果你愿意的话，从 Sea to Sky 到 Whistler 这中间呢，还是可以去看失速列车。如果你真的愿意这么拼的话，好多虫啊！那如果像这样的行程，如果你是没有车的话，其实是有一个专门的巴士服务叫 Skylinks， 它是可以直接从 YVR， 就是温哥华机场直达 Whistler 的一个专门的大巴。那它其实也是有在温哥华市中心可以上车的点。Sea to Sky Gondola 也是有自己的接驳车。虽然不是免费的，但它也是有从市中心可以直接到它这个点，但是目前并没有一个就是又可以停靠缆车，又可以直达 Whistler 的一个接驳服务。温哥华旅游局，你们拜托考虑一下吧。所以如果2个景点都想要同一天去的话，开车其实就是目前最好的选项。那如果你是又喜欢艺术，又喜欢吃海鲜，又喜欢逛传统市集的话，你早上就先到 Granville Island 那边呢逛逛，大吃那边的传统市场的一些美食。之后呢，你可以坐船坐到Science World 那一站，你不一定要进去这个科博馆，但是 Science World 那附近是一个很散步非常舒服的地方。那附近其实有一些商店，也是可以逛逛走走。然后如果当天有球赛的话呢，那你就可以到附近的Rogers Stadium 或者是 BC Place。看一些温哥华的职业运动的比赛，到现场享受那种运动比赛的快感。之后你又可以到 Robson 闹区上面，又是一样吃吃喝喝逛逛。所以这大概也就是1天的行程。然后我再介绍最后一个，如果你是又喜欢大自然，又喜欢科技，又喜欢艺术，又喜欢逛逛走走的话，可以先到 Canada Place， 在那边坐免费的接驳车到 Capilano Suspension Bridge， 逛个2、3个小时、3、4个小时，坐接驳车回到 Canada Place。去玩这个4D 的体感体验，一路走到 Gastown 逛逛走走之后，最后回到温哥华的闹区，一样结束吃吃喝喝逛逛的行程。那基本上这些就是比较走马看花，行程比较紧凑，比较赶。所以经过这一次路人的投票结果之后，大家有没有更困惑了呢？或有千秋啊！除了这个 Stanley Park 之外，相信大家也至少心底呢，至少有个底了，也能够给自己好好的安排一个温哥华的旅行。虽然这次投票的结果几家欢乐几家愁，但其实不管你是选哪一个景区，其实你都是可以很骄傲的跟家人说出 Yes， 我去过温哥华。因为他们除了是打卡景点之外，这些地方也都各自代表着温哥华的文化跟特色，背后都有独特的故事，那也都在温哥华人的心目中呢占了一个非常重要的位置。看我这么卖力的介绍温哥华的行程给大家，温哥华旅游局，你是不是应该找我来当个大使啊？是不是？所以还没有来过温哥华的朋友们，希望你们在看完这集之后呢，能够对这边产生一些兴趣。那如果有来过温哥华玩的朋友，你们也可以在底下留言，跟大家分享自己最喜欢的旅游景点是哪里。你们也可以参考我之前拍的完爆温哥华影片，里面其实也都有出现这些景点。除了 Capilano Bridge 之外，那希望有机会的话，我可以去拍一集给大家看。还有你们下次出国玩，不要忘了使用最方便的上网好伙伴 Airalo。除了温哥华，还有其他200多个城市，也都能够让你随时连线，省去找 WiFi。你用限时折扣码又能省更多，享受快很准的上网体验。等一下，我刚刚数了一下，为什么绿色的贴纸有91张，红色的贴纸只有87张？中间有跑票吗？找了91个人来投票啊，真的是大工程，频道有史以来最累的一天。那你下一集想要看什么影片呢？ YouTube 觉得你会喜欢看这一集哦，所以我们在这一集见好吗？好，拜拜。